Today, Ofgem announced the new price cap to take effect from the 1st of April 2024, as well as a few other announcements. Here's what they've said. Hi everyone, I'm Richard Winstone with Over 50s Money. Today, Ofgem announced the new price cap figure to take place from the 1st of April 2024, and it'll be a reduction for most of us to £1,690 from the current £1,928. So it's a nice £230 reduction in our energy bills. And I say for most of us because that reduction is composed of around £250 reduction in unit rates, but a £30 increase in standing charges. So those on severely low usage households or those that have empty properties where they're just paying the standing charges, you may see an increase in your bills from April. This is good news for most of us. As I said, it is worth bearing in mind that April to June, we tend to be in our lower usage phases of the year over the spring, so we don't have our lights on as often, we don't have the heating on as much. So we'll see less benefit than what we'd hope, but our energy bills will be reducing anyway because our usage is reducing. That being said, any reduction at the moment is still a good thing. Our bills will still be around 60% higher than they were prior to the energy crisis that started in 2021. So we are still in an energy crisis and we are still seeing more and more people move into fuel poverty and into bad debt situations than we have ever done historically. We're hoping that the price cap will go down further, but current predictions are that it's likely to rise again in winter 2024. Now, Ofgem made a series of announcements today, as they often do on a price cap announcement day. I'm going to go through those quickly for you. The first one being a levelisation charge. So from April 1st, 2024, direct debit customers will see their bills increase by £10 per year, and that'll be a permanent charge. And the purpose of that charge is to allow prepayment meter customers to have a £40 reduction per year in their bills. Historically, prepayment meters have always been more expensive, but they're also owned generally by lower income households or people that have racked up debt and have been forced onto a prepayment meter by their supplier. So it's always seemed unfair in the market that those that are worse off have the highest bills. And to rectify that situation, Ofgem are putting in this levelisation charge, splitting out that cost amongst direct debit customers, bringing down the prepayment meter costs and bringing up direct debit meter costs so that they are level. So we're paying the same as everyone else now, which is okay. That's good. I think this is a positive move Ofgem have made. It should help a lot of low-income households. Another change that they've put in place as of the 1st of April is a bad debt charge on direct debit and standard credit meter customers. So this doesn't impact prepayment meter customers, but there's an extra £28 per year going in place for 12 months. It's a temporary charge to cover additional bad debt in the market. I'm particularly frustrated by this charge because over half of that bad debt that's been built up in the market over the last 12 months has been caused by the ban on prepayment meter installations, force-fitting prepayment meter installations on energy suppliers by Ofgem. And that ban was put into place because energy suppliers were caught at the beginning of 2023 illegally force-fitting prepayment meters into the homes of vulnerable consumers. So they broke the law, a ban was put in place. That ban meant that the energy suppliers got more debt, and now we're paying for it. I think that's outrageous. Ofgem have said that they are investigating the illegal activity of these energy suppliers, and when the investigations are complete, then they will punish the suppliers, but their punishment shouldn't be bad debt. And apparently that is our punishment for energy suppliers breaking the law. So I'm quite frustrated by that. I shall continue to voice that opinion to Ofgem, and when the decisions come out on the investigations that have been going on for over a year now, I will let you know what they are. The other announcement Ofgem made today was that they did a review of the wholesale allowances in the price cap. At the moment, there are around 3 wholesale allowances. There's the main one for the cost of wholesale energy, and then there's 2 additional allowances Ofgem added in the last couple of years to give extra money to suppliers to account for things that they hadn't accounted for in the first place. My hope was that they would remove at least one of those additional charges. It has ramped up our bills over the last couple of years. However, Ofgem's final decision on this review is that there's not enough of a difference to make any change, to justify any change. They don't think there's a huge difference between the allowances that have been given and the costs experienced by the energy suppliers. And so they're making no change. And whilst that's a tough bullet to bite for me, because I was hoping for a reduction, I am breathing a sigh of relief in that they haven't made an increase, which is what they tend to have done over the last couple of years with most of their consultations. So, for example, with the profit element consultation, where they started the consultation by saying it's unfair to customers that energy suppliers get more profit in a crisis, we're going to review it. They ended that consultation by saying, we think energy suppliers deserve more profit and we've changed it so they do get more profit. I expected that to be the case with this wholesale energy review. It wasn't. They're not changing anything. So I'm seeing that as a win. It's the best I can. Those are all of the announcements from Ofgem today. There is currently a consultation in place to look at a supplier of last resort levy to be charged upon suppliers when they collapse. So those collapsing suppliers aren't necessarily out of money. They might have just decided that they're going to be out of money one day and they don't want to be in the energy market anymore, so they shut down business. There's costs associated with that we bear. So during the energy crisis where 30 suppliers collapsed, we incurred fees of about £2 billion. But those collapsing suppliers may have still had money. Some of them did still have money. And that money went to their shareholders. So Ofgem are consulting on putting in place a levy so that if a supplier collapses and it has money in the bank, it pays the supplier of last resort fees rather than consumers, which is something I'm all in favour of. When I get around to doing that consultation, I will post videos and share it with you guys so that you can keep up to date with what's going on, hopefully get involved, and we can all tell Ofgem what our views are on that matter. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great weekend. I'll be back in a week or so. Thank you.